I want to have a short conversation with you about H&R Block. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How you doing today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as superb as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. Today I want to talk to you. I want to give you an H&R Block review. And before we get into the nitty-gritty, let me just share with you our methodology approach. We do have a rigorous approach when it comes to categorizing, judging, evaluating, and reviewing all the tax software packages we review on this show. Check this out. All right, when it comes to reviewing H&R Block, I'm going to go through several steps. First, let's talk about the plans, the prices, and the features. H&R Block uses an interview-style tax preparation process that methodically guides you through your federal and state returns, making sure you have entered all sources of income and checked for all appropriate credits and deductions along the way. So the plan types, they have 4 DIY pricing plans, 1 hybrid plan with expert assistance at predefined checkpoints throughout the prep process, and a customizable CPA or EA-aided plan that is basically a remote version of in-office prep. So the thing here is that if you want to go the DIY route, you can select any of the available plans to start. If you attempt to do something that is not supported by your current plan, guess what? H&R Block will prompt you to upgrade, and they will not allow you to continue your return until you do. The Expert Assistant Plan, which is called the Tax Pro Go, is a one-size-fits-all deal. So no matter how complex your tax situation is, you will not be prompted to upgrade during the Tax Pro Go prep process, though your fees will depend on the effort required to push your return across the finish line. So you'll see those fees up front though. This is fantastic because the system will take your answers to a few basic questions about your situation to give you the price. You also have the accuracy guarantee. So for all those plans, H&R Block has an accurate calculation guarantee. So if the software makes an error that results in an IRS penalty, H&R Block agrees to pay the penalty and any associated interest up to $10,000 per tax year. Now, H&R Block, we've seen some potential price increases. Like many tax prep software providers, H&R Block raises its fees as tax day approaches. So the step-up date varies from year to year and generally is not revealed well in advance. It therefore pays to begin your return as early in the season as possible, even if you don't have yet all the documentation necessary to complete your return. On the bright side, H&R Block's pricing is transparent. You will know your final price as soon as you select a plan or upgrade during filing. So the plans are, you have the free version, which is free. You have W2 importing and photo uploads, automatic past year return importing from competitors, and importing other forms, support for Affordable Care Act requirements, technical support, and refund advanced loan. And you have the deluxe plan, which costs $29 to $36. It has all the benefits of a basic plan plus itemized deductions. You have for Schedule A, you have support for filers with charitable deductions, automatic past year return importing from H&R Block, and you have expert fund support. Then you have the premium plan, which costs $50 for your federal return and $37 for each state return. This is ideal for filers with significant investment income and those with some self-employment income. So the premium includes everything that comes with the deluxe plan if you think about it. So you have support for Schedule C, support for Schedule B, Schedule D, Schedule E, and you also have expense importing from compatible apps. Another plan is the self-employed plan, and for this this will cost you $80 for your federal return and $37 for each state. And the thing here is that the self-employed plan comes with all the features and functions of the premium plan, plus support for Schedule C, support for rideshare operator income. So if you work part-time or full-time as a rideshare app driver, you need to upgrade to this plan, even if you'd normally be able to report your income on Schedule C easy. You also have support for partnership and trust income, Schedule K1, and you have business expense, and reporting tools that are included in the self-employed plan. The next plan is the Online Assist. So you have H&R Block Online Assist product is available with all plans, including free. So it includes unlimited online help from qualified tax experts and tax prep specialists, including enrolled agents and CPAs. So this is kind of ideal for DIY filers that are eager to have their work checked by a professional without schlepping into an H&R Block office. Now, Online Assist adds at least $39.99 to each plan's final cost and significantly more to the self-employed plan. And the last one is the Tax Pro Go. Now, this is actually, if you think about it, this is a remote tax prep service that taps H&R Block's army of certified tax professionals. It's really far more hands-off than H&R Block's DIY software offerings, and you can complete the entire process. The entire process in the comfort of your own home without ever setting foot in an H&R Block office. Tax Pro Go pricing is customized based on the nature and complexity of your tax situation. So pricing usually starts at $50 for the most basic federal returns with one state included. But more complicated situations can cost well over $200 though. So Tax Pro Go is more a process than package. You have to think about it that way. This is more a process than a package. So the typical engagement unfolds sequentially. So you have onboarding questions. So you're asked a few questions about your life and tax situation, marital status, dependents, income sources, investment, and so on. And based on your answers, you are matched up with an HR Block Tax Pro qualified to assist with tax situations like yours. And you also have upfront pricing, document upload, Tax Pro consultation, return preparation, payment, and e-file. So as soon as you sign up on your return, you'll be prompted to pay your agreed upon prep fees by electronic financial transfer, credit card, or refund draw. And then you will receive IRS notification once your return is accepted. So if you are entitled to a refund, you will receive it in due course. So besides the plan, so I just talked to you about the plans, the prices, and the features. Let's now talk about some additional features you might have with H&R Block. In addition to its paid plans, H&R Block includes the following noteworthy features and add-ons for all customers. So you have free chat support, real-time refund updates and explanations. You can create your account later, so H&R Block allows you to begin preparing your tax return without actually creating an H&R Block account. You still have to create one before you file and pay though. Or if you want to be able to save your return, exit and come back later. You also have in-person audit support. You can pay with your refund. We kind of like that. H&R Block allows you to pay for its tax preparation services with your federal or state refunds, eliminating the need to pay upfront when you file. There is a processing fee of $39.99 to pay your federal filing fees with your federal refund. And if you need more info, you want to check the website for up-to-date information about the cost of paying state filing fees with your state refund. H&R Block also has a prepaid debit card refund. In other words, they will let you receive your refund as an Emerald prepaid MasterCard, a reloadable prepaid debit card. So once you've spent your refund, you can continue to reload the card and use it as you would any other MasterCard branded payment card. Fees for reloading, ATM withdrawals, and other activities may apply, but there is no setup fee or monthly maintenance fee. You also have another feature we like a lot. That's the refund bonus. So when you elect to receive your tax refund on your Amazon an Amazon gift card, you are eligible to receive a 5% bonus on your total refund balance, $25 on a $500 refund, and so on. So there is actually no bonus for refunds received via direct deposit, credit against quarterly estimated tax payments, or any other method. One thing you also need to that I want to talk about here also is that the in-person audit support. I mean, H&R Block offers free in-person audit support to all filers, regardless of plan. Support is available at your local office and includes reviewing and interpreting notices, recommending and helping you gather documents to respond to an audit, reviewing audit findings, and offering advice on how to respond, including how to appeal through H&R Block's free audit support. H&R Block free audit support does not include appeals, but what I'm trying to say is that if you did not prepare your return with H&R Block, this service is available for a fee, which varies by office. So what you want to do is you want to check H&R Block's in-person audit support page. You want to go to their website for more information. So the service is called H&R Block's in-person audit support. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We're also having we're just having a conversation around H&R Block. This is an in-depth review of the tax software package, and let me talk to you now about the advantages of H&R Block. There are several advantages. It is more affordable than some alternatives. You get a free in-person audit support, which, if you really think about it, this will inspire confidence, especially if you have a complicated tax situation or you are a newbie. You can also pay with your federal and state refunds. Of course, there is a fee. I've already mentioned that, but it's kind of cool because if cash is kind of tight right now, you want to have the flexibility of saying, listen, if I'm expecting $1,000 from the government, I better tap into that money that I will receive in 2-3 weeks. I want to better tap into it, take a portion of it, and pay for the service. So that's kind of cool. With H&R Block, you also have easy access to physical branches. So the thing here is that H&R Block has a vast network of brick and mortar places that around the country, and so that's really a biggie. That's a great advantage here. Another advantage, Online Assist is convenient for busy filers. So if you want the peace of mind that you can only get from having a professional human review and or prepare your tax return, but don't have the time or scheduling flexibility to bring your documents into a physical H&R Block office, H&R Block's Online Assist service is right up your alley here. Of course, you have to actually shell a few extra dollars, but that's just way better than if you had to hire a CPA or EA. Another advantage, you have robust importing from other tax prep programs. So you can import from TurboTax, you can import from Tax Act, you can import from TaxSlayer. H&R Block will handle it all. And you have improved apps. H&R, we love H&R Block's online interface. Even though it hasn't been always great, but lately they have done a great job at innovating and renovating everything. And H&R Block's apps got an overhaul in time for the 2019 tax year, and in future years it will get even better. The thing here is that you are able to get a better photo capture experience with the apps. And one thing we also like is that they have the Tax Pro Grow. This is a great alternative to in-office prep. I already spoke about that. And Tax Pro Grow is usually cheaper than independent certified public accountant. So if you want to work with an independent CPA, it's just it will cost you a lot more than if you go with the Tax Pro Grow. And now, so I've just spoken to you about the advantages here, right? Let's just talk about the disadvantages. What are the drawbacks of H&R Block? Paying with your refund can be expensive, folks. Very expensive. Though it is convenient that you can pay for H&R Block's tax prep services with your refunds, it doesn't come cheap. So H&R Block charges a hefty processing fee when you pay for your federal and state return in this matter. Though, honestly, folks, to be fair though, H&R Block no longer charges a separate fee to pay your state prep fees with your state refund. So H&R Block's pay with your refund fee is stiffer than most other prep programs pay with return fee. So if you cannot or don't want to pay out of pocket right then and there, consider paying your prep fee with a cashback credit card. So when you pay your balance off on time and in full, you will actually make money on the deal. So the first drawback is the stiffness of the cost. Number two, H&R Block may require you to make some important decisions on your own or upgrade to a hybrid plan. So H&R Block's interview process is not as quite as thorough as some alternatives. So depending on your situation, it may present you with some general information and ask you to make a potentially important decision on your own, as opposed to evaluating your situation based on your answers to specific questions and then suggesting a course of action, as you might see, for instance, with TurboTax, right? So the thing here is that you have to really pay attention to that. One thing for sure is that you can get around this issue by adding online assist or upgrading to Tax Pro Grow, both of which bring expert tax preparers into the picture. However, both choices add substantially to the final cost of your return. So at the end of the day, you have to really think about what's really important for you in terms of your taxes, and whether you need hand holding, whether you need expert guidance, you need help from a certified public accountant, an enrolled agent, or any other tax professional, or you can do things on your own. Whether or not you have a complex tax situation or you have a fairly simple, straightforward tax situation. That's what's going to guide your decision here when comparing and contrasting the pros and cons of H&R Block. So the bottom line here, folks, is that choosing an online tax preparation program is not a decision that you have to make lightly, right? So whether you are in line for a refund, or you will owe some money to the IRS or state treasury, you are doubtless concerned about minimizing your tax liability. Everybody is thinking that way. You want to minimize, you want to reduce your tax liability. And the thing here is that if you happen to have a complicated tax situation, you need to avoid making major mistakes or omissions on your return, which could raise your risk of an audit. H&R Block has a lot of great features, a long track record, and a well-known brand behind it. But it's not the only choice out there, right? So before selling on your final choice, take some time to review as many options as possible. We have produced reviews on all the major tax software packages out there, so you might want to go and check out our TurboTax review, our Tax Layer review, our Credit Karma review, our Tax Act review, and so on and so forth. All right, so our verdict of H&R Block, 9.5 over 10. This software package, if you really think about it, occupies a nice middle ground between programs like TurboTax, which is hands-on, user-friendly, and expensive, and Tax Layer or Tax Act, which are both cheaper and more DIY friendly. So moderate prices, in-person support, and physical offices. You have an improved website interface, increasingly robust options for DIY filers who need some extra assistance, and flexible payment options are all nice advantages. However, what we've seen with H&R Block is that time-consuming navigation can be frustrating. The preparation interview may require guesswork or interpretation, and importing capabilities from other programs are limited. H&R Block, if you want to think about it, is generally affordable and easy to use, with flexible payment options and great in-person support. However, add-on fees such as refund processing are annoying, as are shoddy importing capabilities. One thing I want to show you here is that you have to just take a look on the screen right now, and we have done a nice recap to tell you exactly what we think of H&R Block. So in terms of CPA involvement, it is optional. You have to pay extra for it. The plans, you have several plans, 6 plans that is, from free to deluxe. to self-employed, to premium, to tax pro grow, to tax pro go, and online assistant. And the state returns are included, of course. You can pay with your refund, but the other service fees, you have audit defense, but it is complimentary. And mobile capabilities are great. So the H&R Block supports, the H&R Block app supports both Android and iOS devices. Not a problem there. All right, folks, here you have it, H&R Block. Our score, 9.5 over 10. Thank you so much for listening to today's conversation. We really appreciate it. I will see you next time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.